Hello my friends, and welcome back to our continued blind Let's Play Ace Attorney Apollo Justice for the PS5 Remaster. My name is the FlightlessBird, this is your story-based gaming channel, and today we're going to the Sunshine Coliseum. We don't have much left now. We have the solitary cell 13 that has the dreaded locks that we can't seem to get past. And we have Drew's studio, where we can't seem to get past this either just yet. So, you know, hopefully we'll get more clues in the present day to lead back to the past, which will lead us back to present day so we can unlock the secrets of Kristoph. Hope you all having a wonderful, fantastic day today. Present day, Sunshine Coliseum. Well, this is a blast from the distant past. Long time no see, Mr. Valant. 7 years has it been? Frankly, I didn't think I'd ever see you again. Actually, I came because there's something I want to ask you. I've spoken to the press. I have nothing more to say. I've spoken to a lot of people myself and come to some conclusions. But then I realized I needed to hear it from you. Okay, well, let's look around first. Then we'll see if he reacts to any of our evidence. I don't think I've ever seen a hot air balloon so close. It's a favorite of mine. I've often thought of how to use it in one of my shows. Perhaps at the climax, the Valant's quick charge shooting returns. I stand on stage, I shoot, and the hot air balloon is pierced and explodes. What do you think? Thrilling, yes? A little, I guess. But no one inside the Coliseum would be able to see it. Bravo! It took me 4 days of planning to realize that. A man in a costume is handing out balloons to the kids. It's nice to know kids still like balloons somehow. They're a favorite of mine, balloon sellers, that is. I would have them join me on the stage. They could hand out balloons to the children in the audience. Wouldn't all those balloons get in the way of seeing your show? Bravo! The possibility had not even occurred to me. Phoenix Wright, entertainment consulting. End quote. It would have been funny if he did say that. That sure is a big sign. Yes, it's a big favorite of mine. Impressive, isn't it? I considered using it for one of my walls, for one wall of my house when the show's over. Wow, your house is that big? Actually, as fate would have it, I currently live in a one-bedroom apartment. But following the wild success of my show, I intend to build a luxurious mansion. I was torn over just how big to make it, until that sign was the answer to me. That's really beautiful. Sure. The Sunshine Coliseum, was it? I'm not sure it actually qualifies as a Coliseum, but it's a great form. Yes, it is a favorite of mine. I've always been fond of sunshine. Speaking of which, have you heard what happened here recently? Oh, yeah. Something about something going on during the concert? Exactamundo! I see no reason to hide the fact that I too was involved in that case. Well, that's something. Did you help solve it? Ha! What do you take me for? No, I merely serve to deepen the mystery. That's obstruction of justice. I'm a magician. It's also our duty to create mystery whenever possible. Anything else? Okay. So there's a couple evidence that I think that he'll react to. Could you take a look at this, Mr. Valant? Your forgiveness, I beg. Valant has eyes to knock on the preparations for a show. The Coliseum, the hot air balloon, the sign, oh, and the balloon seller. Ah, right, sorry. What does it look like I had to do with this show? I mean, there's a couple things that I think I can give him that are important to show. But, as I've always said, this game, if you overlook one piece of evidence, then you can get stuck. And I'd rather not get stuck because I'm not being diligent enough. And he's got a really quick fail state, so this is going by very, very fast. Unless I press the wrong button, in which case it's not gonna go fast at all. I'm surprised he hasn't reacted to any of this yet. I would think that he would react to one of the things or two of the things that I showed him. Seems like absolutely nothing. I'm shocked. Oh, yeah, I'm shocked. I thought there was something there. No, there wasn't. Yeah, I'm absolutely shocked. I can't believe it. Yep. Okay, well, let's start asking questions, I suppose. Magnify Grammary. I have walked a difficult road these past 7 years. Because you could have performed Magnify's repertoire? Do not be deceived. Valid skill is the real deal. I did not require my mental hand-me-downs. No, it was my partner who showed me the way. Or showed me the way. Zach Grammary. His rather well performed disappearing act 7 years ago was the end. Or so I thought. Zach Grammary murdered our mentor and fled to escape punishment for his crime. You said something to that effect 7 years ago, didn't you? I remember it as if it were only yesterday. Yet, I was not the way of it in the end. For while he vanished, the suspicion ran upon my own person never did. His partner Zach vanished to protect him. That's what those thieving packpots of a press said. I had no idea. Yet, the very same press comes to me now feigning interest. They cover the greatest magic show in history as a vaudevillian distraction. And here I must stand, smiling at them all. What am I if not a player in some foolish farce? Might I suggest it's because you never made it clear what happened? Magnify's death is still a mystery to this day. Which is why I came here to get the answer from you. Yep, I expected that. I knew I'd be seeing these sooner or later. The audience has no business stepping upon the stage. They must be content to sit and stare at the spotlight. That sounds an awful like something I heard 7 years ago. Okay, let's go ahead and drop a save, and we will try this. I feel pretty confident that we can bust through this, but we'll see. Magnify's death. Ask what you will, you'll get nothing from me. I'm as much of a part of this affair as you are now. I have to know what happened. For 7 long years, I have endured. Now, finally, the curtain is on my new golden age. All the miracles on a tube within my grasp. Sorry to do this, Valant, but right now, I need answers. I think I'll start by dropping a bomb. That should shake things up. Valant, I wouldn't be so sure about those miracles. Not as long as I had this. Is it this? And what might that be? I see it bears the Grammary seal. I should have brought this to your attention sooner. Oh, this is gonna be great. Yep, we just dropped the bomb of, by the way, you can't do any of these tricks because they don't belong to you. Loser. But I didn't imagine you'd be planning your comeback quite so fast. What is this? A document showing the true recipient of the performance rights to Magnify's miracles. What? Zach Grammary? He wrote this? What? He passed everything to his daughter? Trucy Enigmar. Actually, she's officially my daughter these days. Preposterous! Zach is gone! Vanished into the void! Well, this is the genuine article. Zach was alive when he wrote this. Both myself and the notary can testify to this. Warg! Why does fate toy with you so? Why must life be lived and fall to the dead? You're not the only one with that problem. But he shot Magnify, yes, it was Zach, yes it was. And then he left. My career as a magician fell into darkness. Did you think there might be some way out of it? Say, if you could prove Zach Grammary shot Magnify? Was that what you testified? Yes, my way out. It should have been my way out. Well, it might not be too late, Mr. Valant. All you need is a way to prove your case. Who really killed Magnify? Oh, that's the confession. This is a really easy one. I believe I had the answer to your prayers right here. Zach Gremory wrote one more thing before passing on. But this is a confession! In which he admits to the killing of a Magnify Gremory. See? All according to your plan. I am a magician by trade. Deception is my life's work. I fool the audience, give them a fleeting dream. Yet, it seems the tables have been turned. Now, I am the audience, believing in the deceptions I have wrought upon myself. Zach wrote this right in front of me, after I explained your situation to him. Alakaz! Oh my God! Not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. Magnify Gremory. You do know that this confession is nothing but lies. Well, yes. It's my opinion that Zach Gremory killed no one. Then you must be thinking the truth is a simple matter of elimination. To receive instructions to kill, but if one is innocent, then the one who remains is guilty. That would be the logical conclusion, yes. So he vanished to protect me, his partner. Ha 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 ha! A story tale if it's true. Did you shoot Magnify Gremory in the forehead? If I had, if I told you, what would you do? Run to the police, perchance. Do as you will, there is nothing left for me now. It is true, after all. I have little talent. I need my mentor, Magnify's repertoire. Wow, that actually takes a lot to admit that. It was as if a little demon got hold of me. I knew it. So Valant Gremory did kill the great Magnify. Ha! Ha 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 ha! Ha 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 ha! So sorry, Mr. Wright. But it was not I who shot my mentor. Wait, well what? But if it wasn't you, then who was it? There wasn't another disciple, was there? Another disciple, such as... Couldn't have been. Couldn't have been. Couldn't have been, could it? Is that possible? Is it possible? I mean, do the math, friends. There's 4 in Troop Gremory. 1 is dead. 2 said they didn't do it. And my Magatama didn't go off either time when both of them said they didn't do it. So that means the last remaining person in the troop had to be the one to do it. But is it possible that she did it? I don't know. Nakatala Gremory, maybe. Your wild fancies could be further from the truth. I mean, she does have amnesia. But, I mean, it's possible. It's just... I thought she was out of the picture by this time. Only Zach and Valant received those threatening letters. But there was another. One more person who could have fired that pistol that night. I don't suppose you figured it out by now. If it wasn't Zach or Valant who shot Magnify, then it had to be the only other person at the scene. Which means... Wait, you don't mean? Yes, the great Magnify Gremory himself. Okay. I didn't think about that one. I didn't think about that one. I should have thought about that one, but I didn't think about that one. But that's a very good point. Maybe there was no murder at all. Is that possible? So, Magnified Grammary, he offed himself? You find it hard to believe. To be honest, I hadn't even imagined that as a possibility. I know, I feel so bad about that. Why did I not think that could be a possibility? Flightless, come on. When I arrived that night, the old man was still alive. He appeared to be asleep. I could not shoot him. But when I turned and made to leave the room, the old man called out to me. So you spoke with Magnified Grammary. Yes, and this is why I knew what he had done. Magnify turns the device to his repertoire to my partner, Zach Grammary, not me. I see. Then I guess I owe you an apology? I always thought you were the one who did it. You owe me no apology. Huh? My crime was, in a way, more serious than that of the murder. What? Your crime? Is Valant Grammary confessing something to me? What could be more serious than murder? It's probably when, the Lhasa got shot, right? Valant's crime. You see, I knew that 2 letters had been sent. Huh? There are no secrets between partners, so it was easy to find out. That was when I understood Magnify's plan. You wanted to die by one of your hands. Little did I expect it had nothing to do with the race's repertoire. That was when I heard it. The little demon whispering inside my heart. The demon? Let me confess, I hadn't intended to shoot to Magnify. And I planned on framing my partner for his crime. What? That night, I prepared something before going to Magnify's hospital room. Which was the syringe, right? For the IV bag? IV fluid, of course. I'd seen it on an earlier visit. Yep. If Zach did not shoot, I would do the deed. Then, I would use the IV liquid to place the murder on his hands. That was my plan. But you didn't shoot him. I could not. The demon in my heart fled when the moment came. But then, Magnify called me back. I am sorry, Valiant. I am giving my magic to Zach, not you. You still lack the draw he has. Please, help him if you can. Okay, I've talked about Yu Yu Hakusho before, but this scene right here, this scene reminds me of the movie Gladiator. When Commodus is being told that it's going to pass over him because, you know, he isn't able to do the job because he's crazy. But yeah, that's what this scene reminds me of. It's almost like exactly like this, except, you know, in that instance, Commodus killed his dad, and this is his, I don't think Valant killed Magnify. I left the room, and then I stopped. The shock of what I had just been told consumed me. That is when I heard that fateful gunshot. Magnify Grammari. Off in himself. Then the demon awoke anew within me. Zach killed him. He was the one. Frame him, and the magic will be yours. I altered the scene of his death. I took the pistol from his hand and wiped out the print. Then I used the syringe to add the IV liquid that I bought. So in the end, things happened pretty much as planned. Magnify died, and you framed Zach for his murder. As planned, indeed. Of course, the outcome was somewhat different than I had anticipated. Well, what do you think? Do you believe my story? Can it be believed truly? That was 7 years ago. I don't know what to believe, but yes. I'm glad I heard it from you, Mr. Valant. Thank you. It is I who should be thanking you, Mr. Wright. Only when I had lost everything could I make my decision. You're going to turn yourself in? My partner may have vanished, but soon, not my guilt. And as my guilt stays, all else begins to leave me. My friends, my performance rights, my magic. I've had enough of vanishing acts. I understand. I thought my life was ruled by a dead man. But I find I was wrong. Zach Gremory was alive. Well, not anymore. And now, it occurs to me. What if he was not the only one who survived? What do you mean? You see, now that I think about it, I realize that we never saw proof of her demise. We never saw her body. Her? The mind races and the mouth flaps on. My apologies, forget this matter. I can only hope that the day will come when I can again meet my partner, Zach Gremory. Then I shall apologize for my terrible mistake. I'm glad we had this chance to talk. Thank you. Zach Gremory, Shady Smith, whichever name you prefer, he is no longer with us. The truth revealed in that trial was only a sliver. And that impenetrable darkness that remained has taken another life. I knew what I had to do to push back the darkness for good. And it would involve paying that man a visit. Problem is, I've already paid that man a visit, and it didn't really go very well. Oh. Maybe something new will happen? Maybe? I mean, it's possible. Maybe I have to present new evidence? Or not? Nope. Okay. Principal rights. See, the thing is, I've already talked with him before, so I don't know about what to say to him to get him to open up, which is where the problems arise. I think I've gone through this already with him. So I don't know what else I need to do. I don't know what else to do. If this doesn't work. And so far, nothing is working. Like, nothing. There's got to be something I'm missing. The good luck charm has to be something that I already have. Because I can't think of anything else. Because I can't press on this. And as you can see, this just gives me back here. Seems to be in trouble, stuff like that. Yada yada yada. I have to figure out what this good luck charm is. Here comes the super locks. So what is... And there's nothing else here, right? What was that? Okay. Wait, huh? Wait. It seems to be really... Like flowers? Like really glitchy there. No, not flowers. You're thinking, what self-respecting man would use nail polish? Not really. I know appearances are a big thing with you. You know what I say. One cannot live a beautiful life without beautiful nails. First rate in all things, except nothing less. That certainly does look like first-rate nail polish. I like this sparkly bottle. It's Kristoph. Vera has one. If you're so drawn to it, please have one. It's on me. Oh! Oh! That's it! Vera has one of these. That's the good luck charm, because they both have the same nail polish. That connects the two of them together. Excellent. Oh, finally. See what? See, I've been saying this for like, what, 3 episodes now? The reason you show everything is because you miss one small thing in the game, and that one small thing can stop you from progressing. Somehow I missed this. I mean, you saw me like going around like this. It showed differently when I went around, but a lot of the time it showed a check mark. And I don't know why it's showing a check mark here. Like right here, it's showing a check mark. But this was the thing I needed to examine. And again, it's amazing how this just missed one teeny tiny thing. And it messes you up. Okay, we now have the good luck charm. We now can finally break this lock. I would show her the nail polish, but I'm pretty sure I had to show it inside the Magatama. So I'm not even gonna waste any time with it. And I believe this stamp is first? Nope, nope, nope. It's the good luck charm, which is this. I didn't even take a chance to look at this. Oh, look at this. It's so cool looking. Aridoni. Heard of that brand. Sounds very familiar to atriquinine, doesn't it? And this must be the brand symbol. It's supposed to be some kind of flower. Wait, no, maybe it's a hand. Wait, on second thought, is that an eagle? Huh. Who makes these things up anyway? You'd think they'd try out for a clearer symbol at least. Yep, that was it. This was what they gave you, wasn't it? Ah, the same bottles over there on your desk. Your good luck charm, right? Yep, that was it. I heard once. Cosmetics were once thought to ward off evil. This is a magic bottle. It has the power. Ah, of course it does. I'll just refrain from commenting anymore on that one. I think I know who gave you that bottle, actually. The one who asked you to do this job. Was this the client? That's gotta be Kristoph, because they both had the same bottle. This man is a friend of mine. Know him? Ah. His name is Kristoph Gavin. He's a lawyer, actually. I promised not to tell. Yes! Alright! Progress! We are there, finally. The client. I'm sorry. I can't talk about the client, I promised. And if I break my promise, the spell won't work. I don't need a name anymore. I got my answer. You're pretty confident in this charm then. I think they might be the devil. Huh? Or maybe an angel. Well, what is the devil but a fallen angel? I mean, guess it could be both. What do you mean?
I saw it, or I think I saw it, when they gave me this. I saw the devil's face.
Are you saying the client's face looked like the devil's?
No, the client was gentle, with a gentle smile.
So where did you see this devil then?
It was so quick, I don't remember well. But that's when I knew that person wasn't like other people. That's why I believe in my good luck charm.
I'm not sure what this devil she saw was, but it's pretty clear that Kristoph Gavin has her charmed. Well, I think that's all. I'll be leaving now. I am sorry for what happened. If you want to apologize, try my client, Zach Grammary.
Did I do something bad?
What makes you think that?
Your eyes, they're sad, very sad.
Huh. I'll put on my smile next time I come. Promise. I hope to see you smile then too, Vera.
Oh, okay.
Take care. Thinking back on my first encounter with the young forger, I witnessed something of vital importance that day. Of course, by the time I realized it, I was already too late. Wonder what that was. All right. Let's go. Sorry, sir. Prisoner Kristoph Gavin is currently occupied. Oh, come on! I see. Do you know when he'll be finished? Well. Could you go find out? Certainly, sir. Please wait here a moment. My apologies to the guard. But there's something I need to see. That letter? There's actually a whole bunch of things here. I think it's a letter, but I mean, since I can examine everything, let's re-examine everything. My knowledge of flower names includes sunflowers, tulips, and that's about it. Or so I always thought. But now I see I was wrong. I know that this is a rose, I think. Apparently, Gavin brought everything in here with him when he came. All the things in here are more valuable than what I have in my office. I'll admit, I'm a bit jealous, but I shouldn't be. I mean, it's still a prison. That chair is just screaming to be sat in. And if I sat, I'd probably fall asleep. And have very expensive dreams. There is the yellow envelope. And the sender is Drew Misham. I was right. When I arrived at the studio, Mr. Misham was at his desk. He seemed to be writing a letter, but he quickly sealed the envelope. It was a yellow envelope. I hear it was left at the crime scene. I had completely forgotten about that. Oh my gosh, you're right. I should have known that a long time ago. If this is the last letter that Drew Misham wrote, then there's something I need to do. The last thing I need to do, in fact. Here it goes. Let's see if this atroquinin spray finds anything. The stamp? Yeah. Didn't even need to scan the whole thing. I was just like, oh yeah, it's probably the stamp, isn't it? So this was Drew Misham's messenger of death. It was this stamp, alright. No mistaking it. His last letter was sent to Kristoph Gavin. The interview request came, like you said it would, and they're looking into the case. I swear on my life I won't tell them about you. So please, release the spell you put on my daughter. I'll write later with the report. Drew Misham. Letter from Misham added to the court record. Letter posted by Dreamer Sham just before dying. Poison traces found on the stamp. Finally, decisive evidence. What's this? A burglar in jail. Gavin. I didn't know you moonlighted in last Wright. Gavin, there's something I have to ask you. Can I steal your stuff? The answer is no. My apologies, but there's not much I care to discuss. Vera Misham hasn't received her verdict yet. You follow me, Gavin? There are no known survivors of atropine poisoning, but it never hurts to hope. Okay, I'll be leaving now then. Right, wait. Yeah, Gavin? Would you mind leaving that letter? It's private. Oh, sorry. Forgot I had it. Many thanks. That was a weird fade out from his giant mouth on his face. I mean, on his hat. We've now seen all the clues in this case. Clues I gathered over 7 long years. Now, it is time. Every story has an ending. We've come to the final chapter. The final trial. Find the truth. You're the only ones who can. Whew. Should we continue? Yeah. Final day? Possibly? Definitely the final trial. Yes, let's continue. Welcome to court. 7 years, all leading to one verdict. A verdict which you must now decide. Is the defendant, Farah Misham, innocent or guilty? The courtroom doors are open. The courtroom doors are opening. The trial awaits. Are you ready to begin? Courtroom number 3, preparations complete. Something inside me, rising, surfacing. Something important, lost long ago. It's close now, so close. October 9th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Vera Misham. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready to work. Prosecutor Gavin, how is the defendant, Vera Misham's condition? Acute atropine poisoning. According to the physician, she could die at any time. Thus, her absence from the courtroom today. What? They can't put her on trial without her being here? It is unusual. They should wait for her to get better and do it then. It's so bureaucratic of them. You know what I just thought of? I don't think this is gonna matter in any way. But she's been wearing a red scarf. Have I ever seen her without the red scarf? Like, is the red scarf hiding something that I don't know about? I don't know. I mean, don't I have Mr. Hat here? I don't have Mr. Hat here. Aw. I'm trying to think if I've ever seen her without the red scarf. Just a weird tangent my brain just went on. Hiding things in plain sight, right? That's been a little harsh. They can't delay the trial any longer, or they risk having no one left to try. A trial without a verdict can only cause grief. The records of this case and experience tells us this. Apologies to the defendant. The show. Oh, apologies to the defendant, but the show must go on. For some reason I thought that was a cop, like a bailiff. I don't know why I thought that. Right. If Vera dies, the trial will be canceled. I'm not going to let that happen. Mr. Wright told me everything that's been going on behind the curtain all these years. I'm going to give Vera her innocent verdict while there's still time. Very well, your opening statement, Prosecutor Gavin. The prosecution case is unchanged by recent events. Why did Vera Misham succumb to poisoning? Because she couldn't live with the guilt of what she'd done. Objection! But Vera was poisoned with atroquinine. The exact same poison that took her father's life. What better confession could you ask for? Being the killer, she would have had access to the poison. Significant, since it's rather hard to come by. That is true. In other words, I see some need for further discussion. They could have had a verdict yesterday. Well, Mr. Justice, we have no objections. I see no reason to postpone the verdict. What we need to worry about isn't the verdict, but the trial itself. Yeah, I mean, aren't we rushing this a little bit too quickly, you guys? Because, I'm just saying, let's just try to slow down a little bit, okay? Can we do that? Slow down a little bit? The defense holds that Vera Misham is the victim and not the killer. If that's so, then you have to prove something. She was in court, giving a testimony before us. How do you propose her killer poisoned her? Oh! That just hit me like a lightning bolt. It was her nails. The poisoning on the nails. Because they both have similar nail things. Oh, I can't believe I never saw that before now. But it's so obvious. It's so obvious. That's exactly what happened. Oh, and incidentally, it would be nice if you told us who her Mr. Killer was. Prosecution's objection is sustained. I asked the defense to prove their claims to court. Tell us how Vera Misham was poisoned. I've got two things to prove here. Who did it and how? Which they hit first. We can do both. Let's do how first. How did the killer poison Vera Misham? I'll focus first on the method used. Any comments before we begin, Prosecutor Gavin? Not a bottle or container of the poison was found on the defendant's body. I see. So the vector of poisoning is unknown. Is the defense prepared to prove how the poison reached Vera Misham? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. What method was used to poison Vera Misham? It's this. What's this? My, what a beautiful bottle. I'd like to give whoever designed that a hand. A hand? Because it's a hand. Is that nail polish? It's colorless. Something the matter? No, nothing at all. So the killer put poison in his bottle and made her drink it? As Prosecutor Gavin has told us, this is nail polish. Nail polish? It's like paint for nails. You don't drink it. Know any woman with red nails? Oh, my wife has red nails. I see, so she's been painting them all this time. Oh my god. Let's recall yesterday's trial. Remember when Vera was testifying to the court? Court is now back in session.
Oh, but she's biting her nail. Or she's got her nail to her mouth because she's nervous. Barris is pretty tense. She's practically chewing her fingers to clean it off. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that was planted there, and well, of course I can believe it. I miss these things all the time. Whenever Vera became nervous, she had a habit of biting her nails.
Her nails? Ugh.
Prosecutor Gavin? When the prosecution had Vera examined, did they check her nails?
Bailiff, have them check the defendant's nails at once. Mr. Justice.
Yes?
Do you know who did this? Do you know who put poison in that nail polish?
Yes, I do. That bottle belongs to Vera Misham. Oh, why do you ask? Does it look familiar? Yeah, do you know someone else who might have a bottle like this? No, just checking.
Mr. Justice, you were about to accuse someone of poisoning that bottle of nail polish. Please dispense with the chatter.
Well, we're not saying poison the nail polish. We're saying they poisoned someone else with the nail polish.
You realize the weight of this accusation? Here, let me show you.
That's a big penalty. Understood, Your Honor, but no problem. I know what I'm doing this time.
Let me ask, who poisoned Vera Misham with her nail polish? What's this? Kristoph Gavin?
Objection!
What's your game? My bro. There's no way he could do a thing like that. Well, he did kill someone already. You should know that better than anyone else.
Indeed. He is behind bars.
I know. However, that doesn't mean it was impossible to do what he did. But ask yourselves when he put the poison in the bottle. It could have been yesterday. Could have been a month ago. Maybe it was a year ago. Or perhaps it was 7 years ago.
But Kristoph Gavin had no motive for killing this poor girl. Simply inconceivable, I tell you.
Inconceivable! I love that line. That's great. Prosecutor Gavin doesn't seem to think so. That face tells me one thing. Kristoph Gavin's own younger brother doesn't find it inconceivable at all.
Well, Prosecutor Gavin, if you feel there is a clear and pressing need, well then you may have to summon Kristoph Gavin from his jail as a special witness.
Fine. I've known for some time that an impenetrable darkness lurked at the bottom of this. A darkness has followed even myself. Huh. Okay. The defense's wish is granted. Let prisoner Kristoph Gavin take the stand.
Bailiff, begin proceedings to call a special witness. Witness is Kristoph Gavin, currently residing in solitary cell 13 at the Central Prison.
Your Honor. So nice to see you again.
It's been quite a while, hasn't it?
To what do I owe the pleasure of your company? It's not every day I'm summoned from my solitary cell. In fact, it's never. I think you already know, Mr. Kristoph Gavin. Mr. Justice. I hear you've been doing quite well for yourself. Ack. Why do I feel like somehow he's still my boss? Stiff upper lip, Apollo. You can do it. Does this bottle look familiar? Oh, you don't need nail polish. But yes, I use it myself. As did the late defendant, I hear. She's not dead yet. And? But is there something concerning about this bottle that you wish to talk to me about? I admit, I respect her for her taste of nail polish. Her taste indeed. This nail polish was how Vera Misham was poisoned. Atticodine, was it?
You're well informed about this case, Mr. Gavin.
Even as solitary, much comes to my desk, and I have nothing to do but read. Well, Clavier. Maybe you can explain this. You're being accused again by him again. Ah, and you agree with this accusation, do you?
Let's hold a proper trial, shall we? Kristoph Gavin, your testimony, please.
I'd be delighted.
Charges against you are quite severe, Mr. Gavin. You are suspected of poisoning the defendant, Vera Misham. Please testify in this matter to the court.
Poisoning Vera. Owning the same nail polish does not matter, mate. I have been in solitary confinement for half a year. How could I poison her? Her father died of the same poison. The meaning of it should be clear. The prosecution's case holds she poisoned her father, then attempted to poison herself. Surely you aren't going to suggest I was responsible for poisoning her father too.
Well, I'm afraid the defense's claim is sounding rather unlikely.
Naturally. For one, I don't even know the Mishams. Isn't that so, Mr. Justice? Well, you did get a letter, so that's kind of contradictory.
Very well, Mr. Justice, begin your cross-examination.
I'm accusing Kristoph Gavin, my ex-boss. But I know he poisoned the Mishams. The question is, when could he have done it? Not to mention why. Cross-examination. Poisoning Vera. Owning the scene of polish does not make a murder. Tell me, is this nail polish expensive? Ardeni is a nail polish of the highest order. Not only is it fabulously expensive, but it is made in extremely limited quantities. And you and Vera just happen to both use it? That can't be a coincidence.
Objection!
I'm guessing it's not a coincidence. Huh? It's simple. Ardeni is the best nail polish one can buy, correct? Then, if one wanted the best nail polish, one would buy it. Yeah, but she doesn't have that kind of money. I mean, maybe she made a bunch of forgeries. She has a bunch of money, but...
Well, that makes sense.
It's just a very weird coincidence.
Why, it's a bit like my feelings toward my brand name Gavel here.
Oh my god, Judge. Am I so top hat? You're not helping, Juicy. Are we all done showing off our refined taste?
Please, continue with your tasteful testimony.
I have been in solitary confinement for half a year. How could I poison her? You know what I just noticed? The thingamajig is active up top. That means that we have to use that instead of evidence. But let's go through everything first. Or it's most likely we had to use that. I mean, they could always throw me a curveball in the final case of the game, right? Can't you still make contact with the outside world in solitary?
Objection!
Ah, so he had an accomplice on the outside. Is this your latest accusation? I am allowed a certain modicum of light vetting.
Objection!
But the contents of those letters are closely checked. It would be extremely difficult to send a hit for Crest. Prosecutor Gavin's on the warpath, isn't he? Yeah. You think so too, Tracy? I bet I know why. He must be nervous with Big Brother watching. Maybe that's a weakness I could turn to my advantage. I'll be cool with that. May I continue? Her father died of the same poison, the meaning of which should be clear. The defendant is not dead yet. There are no cases of someone surviving atroconine poisoning. You seem to know a lot about atroconine. I know a lot about a lot of things, which is why I suggest we pick up the pace, or else you'll be sure to defend it for what she's worth.
The witness will refrain from speaking ill of the ill.
My apologies. Shall I continue? The prosecution case holds she poisoned her father and then she attempted to poison herself. Now this right here is probably the most suspicious statement. This is what he has to say. Bear had no reason to want to kill her. And also, who would commit? Yeah, who would want to kill themselves by doing their nails?
Objection!
The odds is quite simple, basically. Allow me to explain. Beginning with, why did she do it? The answer is quite simple. She couldn't live with her own guilt. Next, why did she use her nail polish to poison herself? This too is simple. So she could die doing something that she liked. Something that she liked? When she saw that the trial wasn't going away, she knew she would die. And it's not easy to bring poison into a courtroom. Must I explain further?
I do believe that's clear enough. Crystal clear.
Wow, the two brothers together is like a two-man wrecking team. They could use a little more teamwork though. Surely you aren't going to suggest I was responsible for poisoning her father too. That could be it as well. Both Vera and Mr. Machine were poisoned with atroquinine. That really can't be a coincidence.
Objection!
The defense is repeating Flightless' statements based on conjecture. The prosecution requests concrete and ambiguous proof for the witness's crime.
Objection sustained. The defense will please present concrete proof.
Does Prosecutor Gavin seem strange to you too? It's like he's all grown up. I think that's how prosecutors are supposed to be actually. Though he is acting different than usual. I'll bet it has a lot to do with his brother Kristoph being in the room. Well, let's make this testimony count, Apollo. Right, quick and painless. My bracelet should do the trick. Okay, I'm questioning my ex-boss. His testimony seems watertight, but he's lying. I'm sure I'll be able to see something as long as I focus. Okay, so it's gotta be one of the last two, right? Which one is it? Probably this, or this? This he raises his head, this he brings down his head. And Apollo did say to use the bracelet. Look at that glare. Okay, let's do this. Let's start with his facial area. I'm looking for a blink. Okay, let's go to his hand. Could be a twitch. Okay, the last case, it was an armpit. So let's check the other parts of his body. Is that a scar? Did I see something? I could have swore I saw like something run up his arm. Like something went like this. Right there. Wait, what was that? It didn't run up his arm. It's more like on the tattoo itself. What is that? Okay, there's something definitely here. But what is the thing that... Whoa! The devil. His scar. That's what she saw. She said she only saw it for a second. His scar makes like a skull. And then there's like a lightning bolt that appeared above the skull. Dude, that is creepy as heck. But that is definitely what I need to click on.
That is disturbing.
Gotcha!
That is so creepy. It was you who killed Drew Misham. A blood for the new mentor, Mr. Wright. I can't even see the scar on his hand here. Oh, really? But you see, I saw it. Right when you said her father, too. Your hand tense unnaturally, and a little devil appeared to give me the news. Huh? And let's assume, for the sake of argument, that you saw me being tense. What does that mean? Our tense witness is guilty. And tell me, was Drew Misham found a nail polish, too? Sorry, but there's more than one way to poison a man. You don't need nail polish to get to someone's mouth. Ah. Then I must be very talented indeed. You see, Drew Misham was killed on October 6th, while I was already in my solitary confinement cell at Central Prison. If that's not an alibi, then I don't know what is. But you found a way, all the same. And I found it too. Huh? This is how you poison Mr. Misham. The stamp. Is it this? Is it this? Or is it this? Poison traces found on the stamp. It's probably this. My. And here I thought you'd come so far. Huh? I admire how you, lacking any confidence whatsoever, chose to bail on. The defense lacks even a shade of elegance. Much like Phoenix Wright, come to think of it. That wasn't it! Well, actually, as I come this far, I must know the answer. How did the killer get to his victim when the killer was in jail? Oh, that wasn't sent yet! So it would have had to been either this or the frame. It's one of the two. Okay, I knew it had to be like one of the three, but yeah, the letter, he hadn't sent it yet, or he got it back from Drew. He got it back from Drew. Oh, I'm so dumb, right? He got it back from Drew. So he sent him a stamp that was poisoned, and then the guy licked the stamp, which killed him, and then delivered the letter. I'm sure this commemorative stamp requires no introduction. Huh. The night Mr. Misham died, he was seen writing a letter. Achakonai was found on the stamp, Mr. Gavin. So am I to understand the stamp was the murder weapon? Yes, you are. Oh, and yes, this stamp was found in your prison cell. Huh. Gotcha. Gotcha. That is all, Your Honor. Order, order, order! The poison on the back of the stamp. After Drew Misham was killed, someone paid a visit to this witness's cell. Phoenix Wright. Daddy? That's when he found the stamp. You made Drew Misham write you a letter. That's how you killed him. What? My. You've upset my poor brother to the point of uselessness. Allow me to clarify this matter to justice. All you need to do is record witness Bachel's testimony. Well, that's the thing, see? I actually put his letter in that envelope. Mr. Misham sat there searching his desk drawer for something. His desk drawer? Yes, a stamp. A so-called postage stamp, end quote. He was looking for a stamp. Ergo, he had no intention of using this stamp. What are you getting at? What I'm arriving at is this commemorative stamp was in a frame. It was a mere coincidence that used it that night. Well, that would seem to be the case. Or perhaps you mean to suggest I could somehow manipulate coincidence. Well, even still, that's still manslaughter, right? Which means Vera didn't do it. He does have a point. How would this witness know if the victim was going to use that stamp? Without that, he couldn't have planned the murder. What? Really, Clavier. You should be seen through these weeks' fine bluffs by now. He's right, though. How could anyone have known Mr. Michan would use that stamp that night? Least of all, Kristoph Gavin locked away in his cell. Well, seems that the defense has run out of things to say. You assume you had something to say in the first place. Ooh. I believe the defense's bluff has been called. We're gonna have to take a pause here. I went a little bit further, feeling like we're getting near the end, but it ends up going another hour. So I had to cut this video in half. Much love to you all, my friends. Hope you have a wonderful, fantastic day. And don't worry, the concluding episode to Ace Attorney Apollo Justice is coming very soon. Until then, so long and take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you'd like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. But before we go, please remember that you matter, and you are brilliant, and you are loved, and you should always be true to yourself. Never let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly, feathered, flightless bird.